11-year-olds. They care about their toys, school, their pets, maybe their parents, depending on their mood, right? But this little guy, 11-year-old Noah, is already a philanthropist. In fact, he has been donating his birthday money to a Tempe charity called Orchard Africa for more than half of his life, and he is here alongside Michelle Tessendorf with Orchard Africa. First of all, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I love your enthusiasm for life. I mean, he walks in, he's just got this zest, and he hands me his hand, he's like, good morning. I mean, this is class.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, so how did you decide that you were going to be donating your birthday money for all these years? 7 years?
Yeah. Well, I was in my room, and I felt like the Lord said, give money to Africa. So I was like, oh, okay. And so anyway, my mom was in the kitchen, and she was like, well, you're probably going to get a lot of money for your 5th birthday. And she was like, what do you want to buy with it? And I said, well, I want to help kids that don't have anything.
And you were 5 years old. Oh, I love that we're showing these pictures. That's wonderful. So you're 5, and you had no idea, but you knew that you wanted to help little kids in Africa. So why did you decide this particular charity?
Well, my parents had been giving on a regular basis to this charity, and it's always been our favorite charity because they just go in and they help the need, and they bring Christ to the villages, and it's really a great organization for that reason.
Are you like 11 going on 38? The wisdom this kid has. This is great, Noah. I'm going to pull you back in the conversation here in just a moment. This is where Michelle comes in. I mean, this is the 5th annual. Last year, there were, what, 600 people out there. You raised $40,000.
That's right.
And you hope to have a lot more out there, at least 1,000 for 50 grand. But what's so special about this is that it is going to give families a real opportunity, kids especially, to learn about what it's like in terms of life in an African village.
That's correct. There are going to be 4 stations where families can go and register their little passports and get them stamped and just learn about life in Africa and the hardships that children in Africa face every day, and how they as a family can get involved and make a difference, just like Noah's done.
We're obviously seeing pictures of you, Michelle, there in Africa, and look at that smile. I mean, it looks like your cheeks, your face needs more room for that smile.
Well, when you have all these beautiful children from Africa around you, you can't help but smile. They're just so precious.
There's so much love there.
There is, absolutely.
And this one in particular, it's called Ubuntu, and that means the essence of being human. And what's so great about the message that will be spread there is that these kids are going to learn that we cannot live this existence alone. We need help from each other.
Exactly. Exactly. We all need to take hands and realize that we're living on this planet together, not in isolation, and that we can help one another and we can step in and make a huge difference. And so our zoo walk next Saturday is about that.
All right. Now, and you're going to be out there. And have you just been spreading the word with your friends about this as well?
Yes.
Get lots of young people out there, and I mean, that is the key to this. I think once you know, I mean, obviously there are a lot of parents who would say, yeah, kiddos, let's do this, but a lot of times the kids can put the pressure on the parents to get out and take part in something like this.
Yes, absolutely, and I think that that's what we're looking for. It's a family-oriented event, and I'm just so proud of Noah for leading the way. He's a hero in my eyes. He's an absolute hero. He's taken a leadership role. He's stepped up to the plate and he said, I can make a difference, and he is. He's been making a difference for the last 7 years, is it, Noah?
Yes.
Since the spry age of 5. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. It's an honor to meet you. I really, really appreciate your time this morning, both of you, because you're making a real difference.
Well, thank you for having us on your show.
You bet. And again, Michelle did just mention this. This is going to be next Saturday. It gives you a little time to plan here.
Yes.
And we have all the information up on our hotline, but it's going to be out there at the Phoenix Zoo. A little early, 7 a.m. for the registration. That gets everybody up and out and at 'em. And then the walk gets underway at 8 o'clock. Phoenix Zoo, a great location.
It is. It is.
Well, up next, a latest look at your local headlines, plus a special ceremony this morning there on Pius Juif.